happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold me back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold me back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want.
Ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages. Welcome to Durham Scout County Awards. We are super proud of all the people who are getting awards today. Please take a minute to look for the fire exits at the front and the back of the hall. To help us all enjoy the occasion, please turn off your mobile phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Steve Keys.
Oh, good afternoon. Let's have some high fives as we come down here. Give me some high fives. Give me some skin, Scouts. High five, high five, high five. One more. Hello. Oh, wow. What a welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Glow Centre here in Newton Aycliffe. Lovely place, isn't it? Very posh. Welcome to our Durham Scouts Awards, where over the course of today, in 3 sessions, we will be giving out over 500 awards to young people. And it's taken quite some time to get everybody in. We make no apologies for that. That is just proof of how many people are actually receiving their awards today. So well done to each and every one of you. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Today is an important day. It's a day that you should be proud of. A day where we really could have made it a lot easier, a lot simpler, and let's face it, a lot cheaper. We could have just got all of these certificates, handed them to your leaders to give out on whatever night you meet. Say a Wednesday night. You all get in there, and your leader will say, oh, by the way, it's your certificate. Well done. That'll be it. Done, finished, over, nice and easy. But it's bigger than that. And we know it's bigger than that. It's more important than that. And you need to be proud of the achievements that you have made. And you need to be proud of them as well. So we don't just say to the leaders, can you give these certificates out? We invite you all to come and share that day with them. We also look around the scouting family and go up the tree of the scouting family and invite various other members of the scouting community with us. One of those members, sitting down here at the front, is going to be helping us with our awards. Please would you welcome lead volunteer Brian Johnson's with us. And when it comes to going up that ladder, we kind of skipped a few rungs and we went to the top. The very top rung of the ladder. Doesn't get much higher than this. Because I'd like you to welcome now, as part of our awards presentation team, His Majesty's Lord Lieutenant Sue Snowden is with us. And for those of you who don't know, the role of the Lord Lieutenant, as far as I'm aware, is to represent the King when they can't make it here themselves. So thank you very much, Sue, for coming down. And today, as I say, is a day to be proud. It's a day when I certainly am proud, because it's the one day a year I get to wear this, the Durham neckerchief, because I'm not actually a member of the Scouts. I was never in the Scouts when I was younger. Come on. That's better. No, joking aside, I wasn't. I don't know why. It was just one of those things that I personally didn't get involved in when I was younger. But I've been coming to these events now for quite some time and working at other events with Durham Scouts. And it's made me realise not just how much these young people get to do, get to experience, but how much I didn't get to experience. And it really, really makes me so impassioned that young people need to get out and get involved in Scouts and other such things and learn these skills, do these things, make friends, get these awards, get these achievements. So really, guys, you have done so well to get here today. It's not the end, by any means. There's a lot more awards to come. But be proud of what you have achieved. Okay? Now, always at scouting events, when you get there, there's always like a warm-up activity, something fun to do. And we're going to do that today. So I need 3 people to come and help me up on stage. However, can we just light our young people up over here? If that's possible, so I can see them. I need people, 3 people, who know a pack of cards. So if you were to be given a playing card, you would know what it was, whether it was a heart, a club, a diamond, or a spade, or whatever. I'm going to go for... Guy waving his hand like that at the end. I'm going to go for you down on the front row, if you can come up. And because it's easy, you there as well, if you can come up. These are our 3 volunteers. Up you come, folks! It's big up here, isn't it? What's your name?
Dana.
Sorry?
Dana.
Zena and...
Alfie.
And...
Ben.
Ben. Brilliant. Okay. What we're going to do... This is one of the most dangerous tricks that I do. So I do little magic tricks every now and then. This is one of the most dangerous ones. I'm going to attempt to read your minds. And if that's not dangerous, I don't know what is. We're going to start with a pack of cards. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to get you each to choose 1 card. It's important that you don't let me see what the card is, okay? So I'm going to go down the edge of the deck. You shout, stop. You take that card, hold it against your chest so that I can't see what it is, okay? So 3 cards chosen. Have a look at those cards. Don't let me see. I'm going to keep looking this way. Have a look, make sure you know what the cards are, and then hide them again so I can't see them. Okay. Probably often do kind of art and craft activities of some description at Scouts, yeah. You know when you make those snowflakes out of paper, when you fold them all up and cut little bits out? I'm going to make a little snowflake. First, I want you to concentrate on your card. Think about your card. Don't tell me what it is. Just concentrate on it. Yeah. Go. Okay. We'll go with a suit. Is that the kind of shape of the suit? Was it a heart card? Don't tell me what it is. Was it a heart? Yeah? But there was more than one. Probably more than 2. Was there 8 of them? Was it the 8 of hearts? The 8 of hearts. Card number 1. Okay, player number 2. Don't tell me what it is. Just think about that card. Picture it in your head. Imagine it on the screen. Nice and big. Okay. I don't think we were too far off with that one. Was that the sort of shape it was? Was it a spade card, yeah? It was more than 2. Probably more than 4. Was that an 8 as well? Was that the 8 of spades? The 8 of spades, ladies and gentlemen, show them. Which leaves me just one more. One more card. Don't show me what it is, just look at that card. Look at it, concentrate. before I open this out, do me a favour, just show the audience what the card is. It doesn't matter if I say it. You can show this side as well, it doesn't matter if I say it. If we open the paper out this time, we should have 4 diamond shapes. Is that the card? Give our Scouts a wonderful round of applause. You can keep those cards as souvenirs. Give a round of applause as they go back to their seats. Reading the mind of Scouts, whoever would have believed it. Right, oh, can I get these across without spilling the cards? Yes. Okay then, shall we do some awards? Yeah. Right, very quickly, this is how we're going to do it, guys. We'll shout your name out as your group. When we do that, you leap out of your chairs like coiled springs. You come down to the side of stage. As your names are called out, you come up onto stage, you walk away across to the centre, where our presentation team will be waiting with your certificates. You do a nice big smile for Colin. Colin's going to take your photograph. Once that's done, you head back off down the far side of stage, up the aisle, along the back, and back into the row that you came from. All nice and easy. Our official photographs taken by Colin will be on our website, durhamscouts.org.uk, in a few days' time. Colin is a machine. He doesn't sleep. He just works on photographs until they're done. So they'll be up in a couple of days' time. Whilst all of that is happening, by the miracles of modern technology, the lights will do this. Ooh. And when the lights are doing that, the music does this. And when the music does that and the lights does that, you guys do this. All that build up. It's like someone put the chips in. It's almost like you didn't care. Almost, not quite. Seriously, guys, remember what we said about being proud? We need to make sure that they know how proud you are of what they have done to be here today. So one more time, when the lights do this, and the music does this, you guys do this! Fantastic. Keep that kind of volume up right the way through our sessions, especially right now as I ask Brian and Sue to make their way up to present our first awards. Our first award is the Chief Scout's Silver Award, the highest of the awards available for Cub Scouts. Please say a big well done to 11th Darlington, 1st Hareworth. Good yourself, well done guys. Next on stage, please welcome 12th Darlington. Well done, folks. Next up, 15th Durham Elwood Scout Group.
Levitating got me off the ground, out of control, and I can't stop climbing. Look what you do to me, look what you do to me. I've been thinking lately, thinking about you. I've been thinking lately, you're somebody I don't wanna lose. All of these nights we've been talking and touching.
Brilliant stuff. Next up, please welcome 15 South Shields St. Peter's.
Somebody else when I don't like myself, like, ooh, guess I better learn to like this, ooh, it might take my whole life just to do. He call me Melly, he squeeze my belly, I'm too embarrassed to say I like it. Girl, is this my boo? That's why I'm asking you, cause you know I've been through.
Keep those applause going for 19th Durham Neville's Cross. Brilliant stuff, well done guys. Next up we have First Belmont.
And we danced all night to the best song ever. We knew every line. Now I can't remember how it goes, but I know that I won't forget her. 'Cause we danced all night to the best song ever. I think it went oh, oh, oh. I think it went yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it goes. Said her name was Georgia Rose, and her daddy was a dentist. Said I had a dirty mouth, but she kissed me like she meant it. I said, can I take you home with me? She said, never in your wildest dreams. And we danced all night to the best song ever. We knew every line. Now I can't remember how it goes, but I know that I won't forget her. 'Cause we danced all night to the best song ever. You went
And as we say goodbye to First Belmont, we say hello to First Burnmore.
I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I just.
Next up for their awards, first buttonhole Sea Scouts.
Sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance.
Please welcome to the stage, first Chopwell.
The eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly.
And rounding off our first batch of awards, it's first from Willgate Moor.
We run further away from love, look at what we've become. Yeah, we run, losing the air in our lungs. What do we do about us? We don't wanna fall out of love again. Too afraid of another chance. We run further away from love. What do we do about us? After mile, getting tired of feeling this way. Oh, is it worth all the while? Can we find something to say?
Gonna need a wide lens here, Colin.
We can just admit that we care. 'Cause it doesn't feel right when we fight. It gets us nowhere. But we're too scared, so we run further away from love. Look at what we've become.
Good, look at Colin with a nice big smile.
We run, losing the air in our lungs. What do we do about us? We don't wanna fall out of love again. Too afraid of another chance. We run further away from love. What do we do about us?
He's happy, good stuff. Thank you very much, folks. Well done. And as that rounds off our first session of awards, can we say thank you to Sue and for Brian for being here presenting our certificates. Thank you very much. Go and take your seats. More awards to come. 2023 was a fantastic year for Scouting. And I'm sure many of you, as I say, on whichever night your young person goes off and does their thing with the Scouts, they'll come back home and you'll probably say something along the lines of, "You had fun?" And you get a response of, "What did you do? What have you been up to?" Just stuff. Like, you know. So we thought it would be nice to let you see what our Durham Scouts have been getting up to over 2023.
2023 has been bursting with fun, friendship and adventure at Scouts. We've tried new things, earned quite a few badges and learnt lots of skills for life.
We're super proud of all our Scouts.
Including squirrels.
We've now opened over 1,300 squirrel trays, so lots of young children can make friends
And learn skills for life. Woohoo! Yay! This year, we did lots to help our communities. We're so good at helping. We even got invited to help at the King's coronation. Woo! Scouts did a great job looking after the crowds and making sure everyone had a fantastic day. And we encourage more volunteers to join us at the big help out. We were proud to welcome our joint president, the Princess of Wales, and her family to lend a hand. Scouts is for everyone, and we've loved learning about each other's cultures and sharing celebrations. Yay!
This was the year when over 4,000 Scouts went to the 25th World Scout Jamboree in Korea. They had to adapt when things got tough, but so many still had a brilliant time.
Woo! We've teamed up with lots of partners to create amazing activities that help young people have fun and make a difference.
Our Chief Scout Bear Grylls and ambassadors also helped us celebrate our bravest and best.
And not only that, our volunteers won some top awards too. Woo!
We couldn't do any of this without our brilliant volunteers. You help thousands of young people make a difference and shine bright.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yay!
We can't wait to share more adventures with you in 2024.
Just some of the things that we've been getting up to in 2023. And it mentioned in that video that we couldn't do any of this without our brilliant volunteers. Please would you welcome to the stage lead volunteer Brian Johnson.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's a real pleasure to be here today and to see so many parents support us to come along. But more importantly, it's our young people. You've worked extremely hard over not just 1 or 2 evenings, but weeks, and as time goes on, years to achieve your awards. And that's why you're here today, to be recognised, because you've worked so hard. You've undertaken challenges, you've learned new skills, you've worked as a team, and all those skills will go forward to helping you as you go on in your life. But you've done extremely well, and I think everybody would agree that everyone that's received an award and recognised today deserves to be applauded. So I would ask parents, mums, dads, leaders, let's give a big round of applause. Let them hear how grateful we are. And I really do hope that I see you here in years to come with the higher awards to come on, because nothing is outside of your reach if you put your mind to it. What we do every year at the awards day is we ask those who received awards to renew their promise. And I would like to do that again this year. And I would like to ask those who would like to join us and renew their promise to also join us, please. But to make sure I get the Scout promise right, because I have been known to make mistakes, I've got some guests here that's going to come up and help me, aren't you? Yes? Come on then.
About us. We don't want
Can I also invite all Scout members and the members of the Scout Association to stand, please, and make the Scout sign while we do the promise.
I promise that I will do my best, that I will to uphold the Scout values and to do my duties to the King and to help other people and to keep the Scout law.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was better than I would have done it. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Okay, if you would like to take your seats again, please. And would you like to go off at that side? I think I've gotten everything right this time. Now, which one have we got? The same one? Yeah. All the same. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do with yours. We'll ask everybody to join in this time, shall we? So you take that. Would everybody please join in? Stand up, make a Scout sign, and I'll help. We'll do it, say it together, okay?
I promise I will do my best to uphold our Scout values and to do my duty to the King, to help other people and to keep the Cub Scout law.
Thank you. Now, only those with a script in front will know where I went wrong there. But I can feel the eyes on me and Greg rolling around with laughter. Thank you very much, everyone. Now I can ask everybody to go off the stage now, and not just the poor soul I put off early. Where's she gone? She must have felt really uncomfortable. I'll hand them back before I make any more mistakes.
Thank you very much, Brian. Don't go too far, though, because you are wanted on stage. Sue, if you could make your way back up too, we are about to have number 2 batch of awards. So let's see who is up next. We are continuing our Chief Scout Silver Award, the highest award available to our Cub Scouts here today. And welcome onto stage, please. First, Great Lumley. Well done, folks. Next up, first, Howden Weir. Please welcome First Merton Cubs.
Everything's safe and it doesn't get worse on mine. We see through bloodshot eyes. Picture a place somewhere else far away, where you know what they mean and they mean what they say to us. And would that be enough? Are we running out of time? Are we hiding from the light? Are we just too scared to fight for what we want tonight? Close your eyes and leave all behind. Know our love's on our side. It's a trust fall, baby. It's a trust fall, baby.
Fantastic. Next up for that award, please welcome first St. Helen Auckland.
Feeling so it's the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid
Wonderful. Make some noise for First Taulo.
It's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
Time to welcome First Walbridge Fell Scout Group.
Can't get you out of my head. Whoa, 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 whoa. I keep letting you in, though I know it's not a good thing. I got you under my skin. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're so out of line. You make me bad and I don't know why. But that's what I like about ya. Yeah, that's what I like about ya. I'm out of my mind. You got me running all the red lights. But that's what I like about ya. Yeah, that's what I like about ya.
Next up, First Washington Bear Cubs. And from First Washington Bear Cubs, we move to First Washington Wolf Cubs. Next up, please welcome First Win Layton. Well done. And rounding off our second batch of awards, 20th Durham. We still have lots more awards to give out, but for now, once again, thank you very much to our awards presenters there. If you'd like to retake your seats. We mentioned earlier how 2023 was a fantastic year for scouting here in Durham, but it was also a fantastic year for scouting globally, as scouts from across the world all headed to South Korea for the World Scout Jamboree. It would have been really easy for me to have a script and just tell you all about Jamboree, but a video just seemed a lot better way of conveying exactly what happened out there. But wouldn't it be better still if we could chat to some of the scouts who went? Please welcome Jack, David, Matthew, Neve and Sophie, our Durham Jamboree Scouts. In you come, guys.
You know, I know, you know, I'll remember you, and I know, you know, I know you.
Give them some high fives as they come down.
I know, you know, I remember you, and I know, you know, I hope you remember how we danced. How we danced.
Brilliant stuff. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming down. Matthew, I'm going to start with you. We've been mentioning Jamboree, and before we start, it's pointless talking about Jamboree if nobody knows what it actually is. So can you explain what is the World Scout Jamboree?
So it's where scouts from all over the world, about 50,000, all unite in one campsite in one country at the same week.
I get the fact that you're all getting together, but just run that number past me again.
About 50,000.
50,000 scouts in one place. Wow. Somebody pointed out to me earlier that the capacity of the if you imagine the Stadium of Light full to capacity, that's 48,500, and there was more scouts than that there. And if you're going to imagine the Stadium of Light at full capacity, you probably would have to imagine that, wouldn't you? It's never actually going to happen. I'm a Geordie, what can I say? South Korea isn't. It's not just down the road, is it? It's going to take a fair while to get there. Tell us about your journey.
So I had a coach from Moor House to Manchester Airport. Then we flew from there to Dubai. That was about 7 hours. Then we flew from Dubai to Incheon, which is the main airport in Seoul, and that was about 10 hours. So it was a hard day's travelling.
So how long was that from actually leaving Durham to arriving at camp?
It was because of all the time differences, it was about a day worth of travelling.
Wow, that's a long time on the road. If we can just move to David, there was 50,000 or thereabouts there. How did you feel being one person in the middle of that 50,000?
Kind of odd, because you're one in what is effectively a massive amount of scouts, like as Matthew said, 50,000. The fact is that you've got your own personal story with like 50,000 other personal stories of how people got into scouts, their background, like whether their parents or grandparents were involved in scouts in their country. It was really, really special to be able to share my story, as well as hear other scout stories from around the world.
Great stuff. And if we move to Jack, you obviously regularly meet scouts when you go to your local units and things, but what was it like meeting scouts from other countries around the world?
It was a bit unusual. So in Seoul, the capital city of Korea, there was scouts from every country on every single street corner, so it took a million years to get anywhere. So every person you bumped into, you were speaking for 5 minutes, so it took ages to get anywhere.
And how was that with a language barrier?
Well, we were quite fortunate because most people spoke English, but we did have some instances where zero English was spoken by the other people and we didn't speak their language. So there was a bit of sign language, a bit of trying to get our point across, but we dealt with it as best we could.
A bit like a game of charades at times, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Sophie, if we can just come down to you. South Korea, I'm guessing, I've never been, it's going to be a little bit different from the UK. What were the main differences?
This is tangles. So when we got there, it was like lovely because we got out the train stations and we were walking down the streets towards the hotel with all our bags, and it's like the streets are just lined with trees and they're like really clean, and the public are like really lovely. They were showing us where to go. And one of the differences that we found was when you go over there in the hotels, they don't have normal toilets. They have like bidets everywhere, and it was quite gigglesome. It was quite entertaining, and we thoroughly missed them when we came home.
Does anybody not know what a bidet is? Just for those that don't know what a bidet is, I'm going to embarrass you. Tell them what a bidet is.
So it's like a toilet, but once you've finished doing what you do, it like cleans you with water.
Brilliant stuff. Moving on to Neve. What did you get up to when you were out there, both as part of the organised events and some of the free time that you had?
Well, when we got there, the Jamboree experience was actually cut short, so we weren't on site for as long as possible, but when we were on, we were meeting people, we were going all over the shop. We had dinner with the Aussies, and then after that, the UK contingent made sure we still had like an amazing time. So we went to temples, day events, we went to loads of theatre, there was busking events on the street, temples, palaces, we went all over the place. It was really good.
Now, you did mention it was cut short, and it was referred to on the video as well. Tell us about what happened with that.
So we were supposed to be on site for about 11, 12 days, but due to like unforeseen circumstances and heat wave, it got cut short about 3 days, and then there was a bit of a typhoon, so we had to go.
Just a heat wave and a bit of a typhoon, you know. Nothing. But I mentioned this earlier as well, because over here, the British press, I don't know if you noticed, our wonderful British press, just blew this up out of nowhere. And it was like, the scouts are being evacuated. And people were coming up to me, knowing that I know quite a lot of people in Durham Scouts, and saying, what's happening, they're being evacuated. I was like, okay. So, I would be more worried if they needed to be evacuated and they weren't being evacuated. The fact they were, and then just carried on, that is what Be Prepared is all about. And Durham Scouts and all of the other Scouts were prepared, and you got on with it. Did it affect very much of the Jamboree experience for you?
It got us down a little bit, but we were all together and we still did loads, so we were all really high spirits a lot of the time.
Fantastic stuff. Brilliant. I've got one more question for each of you before we head on to our next batch of awards. What was your highlight? If you had to pick one thing, a highlight of the experience, what was it?
Like sampling the different cultures from around the world, and it like really gives us a feel for what our world's about.
Great stuff. David?
You might have seen it on the video there, but one of our leaders decided to cause a mosh pit in one of the hotels that we were staying at, and that was just absolutely hilarious to watch. Watched it about 10, 15 times, and I killed myself laughing every time.
Can we name and shame that leader?
His name is Steve Parrish, but I don't think he's I don't think he's here.
Okay, if you see Steve Parrish anymore, just congratulate him on starting off a mosh pit. Great stuff. What's your highlight?
I'd have to say our last night on site, we knew we were getting evacuated the next morning, so we invited people from around the campsite. So we had Australians, Portuguese, Italians, we had people from Hong Kong come over, and we just kind of sat down and talked to them. And despite some language issues, we had a great conversation just about the differences between our countries and theirs.
Fantastic. And just pass it forward to Neve. Let's hear your highlights.
Well, the typhoon obviously happened, so we had a little bit of a bingo typhoon Passover night in one of the hotels, but it turns out the typhoon was just a bit of a drizzle, so it wasn't really much of a...
And apparently you had your birthday out there as well. What was that like, celebrating your birthday with 50,000 scouts?
I had my 16th when we were in Korea, so we did karaoke, which I got surprised with, as well as we went to a temple during the day. But if you're a summer birthday, highly recommend, so just get yourself going.
Brilliant. And Sophie?
So one of my favourite things when we were away was the fact that there was obviously the language barrier, but we obviously had like music and stuff. So we went to Lotte World Tower, which is the 5th highest building in the world, and we went thousands of feet up, and there was like a grand piano up there, and there was us and another unit and some other random people, and we just had like some live music and a song and dance. It was really canny.
Brilliant, good stuff. Just one more thing, if you pass the microphone across to Jack, it's all very well me standing here, saying to all these wonderful people over here, hey, go to Jamboree, it's great. Can we do me a favour, guys, at the back? Can we just light up our scouts down here? Fantastic. Can you just tell them, from the horse's mouth, from you, why did they go to Jamboree?
Well, I don't think any of us had any idea what we were getting ourselves into when we first started, but I can thoroughly say a lot of us made new friends, both from Durham and from other countries. A few of us are still talking to people from different countries, like Brazil, loads of other places. I think it's an opportunity to challenge yourself, but also it's an opportunity to enjoy different cultures that you wouldn't normally expect to experience, really.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. If you come back and join the group, and if we ask you please to say a big thank you to Jack, David, Matthew, Neve and Sophie, our Jamboree Scouts. And keep those applause going as we ask Brian and Sue to come back up and join us on stage for our final batch of awards.
She kissed me like she meant it. I said, can I take you home with me? She said, never in your wildest dreams.
We continue with our Chief Scout, Silver Award. Please welcome to the stage to receive their awards, 21st Gateshead St Helens. Next up, 27th Darlington. Time to welcome 2nd Chesley Street.
Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally. The way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide.
Well done, Chesley Street. Time to welcome 4th Durham Giles Gates.
As you shoot across the sky, baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go. You're gonna leave them falling down. You don't have to feel like a wasted space.
Congratulations from 4th Durham to 5th Durham. And from 5th Durham to 5th Sean.
You can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you're better with the first flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. And you're never gonna know if you never even try.
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the hall.
Congratulations, guys. Please welcome 7th Darlington.
We could be heroes, me and you. We could be heroes. We could be heroes, me and you. We could be.
From 7th Darlington, we move to 9th Darlington.
Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something great. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I hate to see.
And our last recipients of this award, please welcome Anfield Plain.
A higher power got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and she really someone I wanna know. This boy is electric, This boy is electric and you're sparkling like beavers connected and buzzing. Night after night after night. This joy is electric. This joy is electric and you're circuiting through. I'm so happy that I'm alive. Happy I'm alive at the same time as you. Cause you
Congratulations, well done.
higher power. Got me singing every step.
Our next award is for the Cooper Cup. The Cooper Cup challenges Cubs to take part in an exciting and demanding incident hike, which this year took place on Waldridge Fell. The winner of the Cooper Cup are 19th Durham.
And I feel it in my blood, like the stars that illuminate the sky. There's a fire in my love, burning tonight.
So the cha-cha slide going on. And that should round off our awards. However, there is one more very special award that we're going to give out. I've been hosting these awards, I believe this is my 10th year, and I've certainly never known this happen in that time. And a lot of our scouts that we've been talking to today, none of them can remember this happening before. To achieve the Chief Scout Silver Award, Cubs have to earn 6 activity badges. But what about completing all 38 activity badges? From astronomer to water activities. One of our Cubs has done that. From First Washington, please give a huge welcome and congratulate Alex Richardson. Gonna need a bigger jumper. Brilliant stuff there. Well done, Alex. Fantastic achievement.
She's super fly. She wanna go.
And that does bring us to the end of the actual awards, not the end of the session, the actual awards. Could we once again just say thank you to Brian and to Sue for coming along and being part of our session today. And I do believe Sue wants to say a few words. Sue.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's just been amazing, hasn't it? What an afternoon. Now, I think you'll know that I'm charged to do many, many things on behalf of King Charles. And I can tell you, having been at the coronation, that the Scouts played a fabulous part. And it wouldn't have run as smoothly if they hadn't been there. They were absolutely excellent. Now, I get to do all sorts of things, but today, it's not just a privilege to be here, it's a great pleasure to have the opportunity to say to you all, not just congratulations, well done. You've shown what Scouting's about. It's about friendship. It's about fun. It's about challenging yourselves and gaining all this experience. And I think to our audience here today, your parents, carers, family, we've got a lot to be proud of, haven't we, with these young people? An awful lot. Because, you know, sometimes in the press, they get a bad name, and then you come to something like this, and I go home, as you will today, totally uplifted. So to these young people, once again, please show your appreciation and your recognition of what they've achieved. And finally, I would just like to say to all of the Scout team, all the volunteers, whose commitment, whose passion for Scouting is what makes this work. And I just want to say, sincerely, a very, very big thank you. And to this gentleman here, have you noticed the colour coordination? Have you got to his shoes yet? Yes. And thank you. 10 years, and you come, and it's been splendid. And it gets better every year, I think, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord Lieutenant Sue Snowden and Brian Johnson, our lead volunteer. Now at Scouts, we believe in preparing young people with skills for life. We always encourage them to do more, to learn more, and to be more. So one or two ideas for you there of what is still to come in Scouting. And as I touched on at the very start of this session, a lot of you might in your heads be thinking, I've done all this work, done all these badges, I've come along with the awards, and I've got my certificate. But it's not the end. It really, really isn't the end. Please do make sure you keep going, keep striving for more and more awards, more badges. Unless you're Alex, I'm not sure what we're going to do with Alex. We'll make him a leader. He can run the sessions. He's got them all. But I would love to see you back here next year, the year after that, getting more and more awards, bigger and better certificates and awards as we go on. In the following session after this, we're going to be doing long service awards, things like that. That's the kind of awards I want to see you guys coming back and getting. Just a quick reminder, Colin, our machine who doesn't sleep, will be working straight away from the final session on the photographs. They will be available on the Durham Scouts website, durhamscouts.org.uk, in the next couple of days, with a bit of Pro Plus and Red Bull and all that kind of stuff just to keep them going through. Just before we finish our session, can we just say a huge thank you to the people who make today happen, because these events don't just come out of thin air. First of all, our wonderful tech team sitting at the back in the dark, making all of this happen. It's like sitting in an IMAX cinema, isn't it? We also have a team of, and I hasten to add, a team of volunteers who are the events team, who make the events like today and all of the other events throughout the calendar of Durham Scouts. They make those happen. Can we just say a huge thank you to our events team at Durham Scouts? I was actually chatting to a friend of mine who is involved in scouting, and all I will say is they are involved in scouting in another district. They're not involved in Durham. And I mentioned I was coming down to the Durham Awards and what a fantastic day it was, the kind of setup that we had here for the awards. And their response was, oh, Durham, yeah, they're in a different league, aren't they? And I just thought to myself, you know what? Yeah. Durham are in a different league. So once again, Durham Scouts, ladies and gentlemen. That is just about it for our second of 3 award sessions, but can I ask you please, when we do say goodbye, don't all just dash for the door at once. We're going to do the going out, the reverse of how we came in. So we'll start off with our young people, and we'll start off with the back row of young people. We'll dismiss you first, then we'll come forward row by row. Wait in your seats until your row is told to leave, otherwise we get a scrum at the door. And then once they are all outside, we'll get you guys out. You can meet up outside and give them all of our congratulations that I know you want to do. So thank you very much for coming down and being part of it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend from Durham Scouts. Bye-bye for now.